Afternoon. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot. Welcome in. We are going to be looking at today the energies of Mercury and Aquarius, trining the Gemini energy where Jupiter is in retrograde currently, but not for long because Jupiter is going direct. So we're feeling this surge of energy. I'm feeling it as positive, as energy returning. And I hope you all are too. So I thought today we do an all signs blossoming abundance right there in the bottom of the deck with our three. We had so many threes, 11s. The synchronicities were crazy this morning for today's live. If you didn't catch that, I have attached it in the description box below. Also popular, the number 8, which is the strength card of the major arcana. And in this deck, this is the angel of the strength, and it's a 50. We are in a 5-day energy today with the path of tradition, because we do have for today's date, February 3rd, 2025, adds up to a 14. 14 years ago was 2011. So let me know what was happening for you in 2011. And oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that in the live this morning because we kept getting those 11s. 2011. There's another one. On top of that, we had that trine at 151. So a little while ago, about an hour and a half ago here on the eastern side. It was at 11 degrees 16 of that air energy where that trine is happening. Remember, trines are flows. So get out your chart. Especially if I've made one for you, you can take a square sticky note and you can simply fold it into a triangle. Okay. And that'll show you where your trine energy is. Those three purple areas of your chart, if I've made it for you, you can see what energies will be flowing all together. Okay. And if I have not made one for you, you're just familiar with your chart, that's great. Or maybe Dawn's made you a whole house chart. Then you're going to be looking at Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energies, how they are all flowing together. And we're going to use that for our wishing well here. I feel like this is bringing us in some balance and maybe even some money, honey. Hey to Miss Venus, Miss Peggy. Thank you guys for being here so much. Appreciate you. Well, we got our first hopper. I'll take the surface messages though. Ooh, baby. There's another 8, 35, and this is Archangel Michael of the first chakra. That is our root chakra. He is also in charge of the soulmate journey. So I am not surprised here with, we have our Venus energy tonight here on the Pacific coast just before midnight. For the rest of us, the wee hours in the morning, and depending on where else you are in the world, that'll be on Tuesday for you when that happens. So we've got our theme down and our reading is ready here for Aries through Pisces. So let's go ahead and start our story. So that does start with some kind of an ending, a 27. There's something that you're walking away from. That can be a behavior, a thought, an idea, an old way of being. That could be anything in the physical realm of the 3D, right? Taking that initiative to follow your joy. There is this yellow, like little honing energy of follow me. So following our joy, using our solar plexus there. And there's also these beautiful white butterflies of transformation. And this is reminding me, I'm being drawn to, in particular, that sphere. an energetic sphere wherever you're walking to in the Aries portion of your chart is a higher vibrational frequency. Okay. The energy is stronger there. And it's something that you could have been deeply rooted to here, even in past lives or just in the past of the 3D. So we'll see where we go here as we continue to move. Let's look at Taurus and the man holding a coin. Perfect. That's a King of Pentacles vibe, which is indeed the card for Taurus. Fixed energies are the kings, and there are purple. I think those are called Starfield or something like that. They're here in the summertime, but they always remind me of the star card, the 17 energy, that Aquarian energy of this feels like a turn of events for Taurus. So Taurus, if you are worried, wherever you are moving toward, the sign before us always has a lesson to help us with or to show us the way. I feel like this is, you don't need to be worried because not only is it more abundant, we're following our joy. It feels more joyful, but it's also more financially lucrative when we follow the cups. The pentacles come right behind. Hi, Miss Crystal. Hi, Yoli. Thank you guys for so much for joining our group here, Miss High Priestess. Always worried about finances. Well, where if he's a Taurus, where again, wherever this is in our chart, so have it out with me. And as we go through the advice here, I want you to use that for every single piece of pie there on your chart to tell you the life area of advice this might pertain to. Wherever this is going, it's definitely more prosperous. Let's look at Gemini energy. Gemini, you might be feeling all tied up. It's a 23 or stuck in, I do want to change, but I don't want to change. I do want a new start, but I feel stuck here. Maybe we're in some kind of where we haven't really fully but where we fully haven't flushed out. We haven't fully flushed out, Gemini, how we might be getting to this new start, maybe how to walk away. You're feeling bound, but those are teeny tiny little vines, guys. She can break 3 from those very, very easily, much like the 8 of Swords, which is air or sword energy, our thoughts. This could just be our thoughts getting in the way, or Gemini, that could be kind of going back and forward between 2 modes of thought. What I want one day is something I want different the next day. So let's get secure here on where we want to feel into, if that helps you decide. Guys, I can't say it enough. I know some of y'all were there, but if you haven't yet, after we're done here, please go and watch that reading. It was incredibly powerful today. The synchronicities were just lit up from the flow up. Okay, not surprised here with Cancer. As far as Mars in retrograde, that is the only energy body visiting the Cancerian part of your chart right now. And it says storm warning. I mean, this is what Mars in retrograde feels like internally. And these are part of the bridge, but to me, they look like cups. So we might feel, especially if we're going back and forth on a certain decision, take it from Gemini Cancerians, that this could be just inside of us. There's all these lightning bolts, which for me is a revolution. The Uranus energy there, see those lightning bolts? We have Taurus there now, finally stationed direct. That's about channeling aggression. Okay. So if we are of 2 minds, make sure that, if this is external to you and not an internal dialogue of a storm warning, I mean, that's what retrogrades are inside of us, right? This is, if it's outside of you, this is a little bit of a warning, like, don't burn your bridges. We never know when those energies may come back around, right? We can leave in a way that we look over the shoulder and bid it adieu and not looking back in anger about anything. But I feel like this is very much hearing from you guys and the collective energy in general. This is exhausting. Okay, we are exhausted in the Cancerian energies of our chart, wherever that life area is located for you. Put it in the comments. I know that we have this shared frustration with that energy. It's going to be quite a while, about 15 years before we have to deal with it again with this retrograde and the position that it is now with that Mars and Cancer energy. So understand and definitely journal what you're learning right now so that as this energy approaches again, before we are out of that Pluto and Aquarius energy, I feel like whatever we're learning now, that's going to come in handy at the end of this transformational lesson from Pluto. Wow. Okay, let's look at our Leo energy. We've got a 7 of community. So it's a 3 of cups energy, a reunion type energy. The 5th house of Leo is all about creativity, romance, and pleasure. So this might even be tying here to the start of our story as we're walking away towards our joy. Took a wrong turn. It's not a wrong turn. Don't get all up in your head about it, because that's where surprise awaits. And we find out that, wow, not only am I not alone, there's so many more people that when I've walked towards my joy, understand me, understand the journey that I'm on, help me even understand I'm on a journey. So I feel like they're outside of those gates for the beginning of this story here, is a community waiting to support us, much like you all. As we saw this morning on that live, we had several new people coming into the chat, and you guys are so wonderful with everybody that comes in. So thank you so much. Hey, Miss Brandy, thank you for coming on in. We are looking at our wishing well energy today. Now, Virgo, I am very glad to see this here. So in the earth line, looking at the Virgo placement in your chart, whatever that life area is for you, not only is it prosperous, but it feels like a personal victory is being achieved here. We're stabilizing. That is a 6 of Wands energy, victory of some sort after a long battle, perhaps. Maybe it's a financial battle. Maybe it's a job we were walking away from. If that was a person, there is more money and a better balance of energies meeting you on the other side of that gate. It's a 28, which is also a 10. I feel like this is surprise. February, guys, is kind of a little bit of a pausing energy where we can catch our breath. Okay, we can catch our breath, get grounded. It's an extremely spiritual month. It's the 2 month of the High Priestess. So this is really time to allow our gifts to start unfolding and tuning in to what spirit and our higher selves are trying to guide us toward. Let's continue our air energy here with Libra. Door to value, changing values here. Okay. It may feel confusing. Okay. We may feel like we're not allowed to just up and change our values. But I'm here to say you can. Maybe we valued, money over time we'd have. So if we picked one thing over another due to something financial, think of it as, well, time is also currency. You don't get that back. Okay, we can always make more money. We cannot make more time. And there's a big old pentacle here pinging off of this Taurus energy. Red curtains opening here, opening night. Maybe this is mental, guys. We're just feeling nervous about what it is we're getting ready to start. Okay. Not to worry. Let's go ahead and see our water line here. Scorpio up next. Scorpio fighting some hostilities. And look at that. This water energy is the only thing here so far. I mean, Gemini, it's all in your head, but Cancerian energy, Scorpio energy. Okay. If this is internal, maybe we're not dealing with this retrograde very well. Maybe we just didn't know that that is energy outside of us. And maybe we feel like a, piece of, what, and we're like, I just can't, seem to get that energy going. These look like certain truths, perhaps internally we don't want to face. If this is an external energy of hostilities, again, with that 8 energy, 2 plus 6 is 8. These are our thoughts. This is all, the Ace of Swords, a sword of truth, maybe being revealed here. And maybe this storm warning, the cups of our emotions, this surprise, it can be a sudden revelation. Something we didn't want to know, or something that we're getting that aha moment about all of a sudden. If this is exterior to you, let the bugaboos do what they're going to be doing, because anybody that's in a low vibration and is acting hostile towards you, it's not about you. It is about their own way that they feel about themselves, and they are projecting it on to you. So keep that in mind here in the water areas of your chart, that if this is outside of you, do not lower yourself to their level of communication or lack of ability to do so. Let them be hostile on their own accord, protect your energy, and get the hell out of Dodge. Okay. You don't need to burn a bridge. You don't need to use any ugly words, even if they are. It is a simple walking away. Okay. A simple walking away. I understand that that is your perspective. It is not mine. That is not a shared perspective, but I will be on my way now. Thank you. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. Wow. Okay. Continuing on in our fire energies here, Sagittarius, 10 of Cups energy, happy family. That is, like I said, normally a 10 of Cups. Regarding feelings, we were, for me, that's like a wish, the wish being granted, right? Maybe you're just simply getting ready to go on vacation. Maybe it is a family vacation. I've been seeing ships all weekend. And then Suri was talking before the live. They were supposed to go whale watching, but the weather's not being cooperative. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been seeing whales everywhere. The freaking whale card came out, and it was trust in the mystery. Trust in the mystery. The whale is the high priestess of the ocean, right? It's the biggest energy of all. And we can tap into that power. All of us have it, guys. It's a muscle we got to practice every single day. So, whatever, again, we're walking away towards, it could be the way that we were thinking. It could have been what we were valuing. Maybe we felt like we have to give our kids the best, all the best of everything. And we are walking away from that thought, because what kids really want from us is our time and attention. And if making that set amount of money requires less time from you, guess which thing kids wish they had? What do you wish you could get back? Time with that family, right? This is much better walking forward than where we've been, for sure. Let's finish out our earth line here. 32 energy, sword of spirit. So I literally was just talking about that. The whale is the high priestess of the ocean. Our connection to spirit does indeed bring in and manifest our victory after a long battle. And not only is this door to spirit, may help us change our value here. When our values change about, I want to put more time, energy, and effort into the quality of time that I spend, and not just the fact that it's gonna bring home the money that we need. The money will come when you start with love. Trust me there. As long as it is an act of love and that is best for everyone's best and highest good, you're going to get universal help from that, because that is what this world needs. And there's a beautiful, beautiful dove of peace there being ushered in. Peace, victory, money. I mean, it's been a long slog here, it feels like, for earth signs, but you getting it. You getting by walking away, by entertaining new values and new ways to look at things. Prosperity lies in wait. Okay, not surprised. Aquarius. So not only did Taurus get the King of Pentacles energy, but Aquarian energies got the King of Swords. So it's a 46 energy, again, connected to this storm warning, this change, this transformative energy. What is being let go of? What is being walked away from? You've trusted your intuition enough to walk away from whatever this is. And he is holding a crystal here as well. And the thinking man, that is, I see these archways. And yesterday I drew a 2-2 portal energy. Very, again, you are not tied up. This is all in your mind. 8 of Swords energy. It's just a situation here where we need to think about something in a different perspective. Is that really what my partner wants? Is that really what I want? Can I look at this in a different way and restructure it so that if I have more time in my day, does that feel more valuable to you than an extra 50, 100, even $1,000? Okay. It just depends where we are at. If we can be comfortable and have the things that we need and sometimes the things that we want, that's a win for me. I value experiences. So maybe that time spent, or maybe the experience that you're having is why you're tied up. And now we're understanding it from a logical perspective. Oh, those blocks keep coming up to tell me that I'm not on path, or this is not where abundance lies. And the universe has been giving me signs. Okay. It's trying to prevent, it's giving you this storm warning. So maybe now in the air trine in your chart, with this trine and flow of energy happening, at that 11 degrees 16, I wrote down justice and tower. 11 degrees is justice or balance, and the tower is a 16 card, which is represented here in this energy. I feel like it's a good tower. It's a good surprise. Whatever we are leaving behind, if you've been having a feeling about a certain person, again, especially Scorpio, if they've been lying in wait, or somebody in your community is a fair weather friend and they've been hiding their feelings, I think you're going to find out. Let's finish up the water line here with Pisces energy. Guys, of the whole entire spread, this is why we want to look at this as an entire story. Okay, we are not just one little pie piece. Okay, we are not just our sun sign. We want to look at this as a comprehensive puzzle that contextualizes this story. It's just not little tiny pieces that are chopped up. They go together, right? Like a good story does. Now, Pisces energy here, 18. That is of the moon. That is of not knowing. That is asking us to trust. Okay, because whatever this is that you're walking away from, there's a lot of anxiety about it. And there's kind of that Eight of Swords energy of the prison of our own mind. If this again is a person, you've already had inklings about this before. You've already had spiritual downloads about, hey, this is tying up my energy and therefore my abundance. Maybe we are having anxiety about the truth because we don't always, it's the truth isn't always convenient, right? That's like a Knight of Swords in reverse, or a reverse Emperor energy, just of an emotional lunatic. Okay, so this is what is around us now here at the moment as we're building our mystery and trusting in the mystery. And with our theme being Archangel Michael here, in charge of the soulmate cycle, let this go. Okay, let that go, because that anxiety is going to literally block the spiritual downloads. You already felt this coming, whatever this is. And if it's simply just I'm feeling hostile inside, and that's giving me anxiety, and I don't know why, it's just Mars retrograde in Cancer. That's all it is. It feels terribly uncomfortable, exhausting, and it's a very, very deep internal exploration of the things that we say to ourselves, what we allow others to say to us, and not stand up for ourselves. Okay, we were talking this morning about Mars retrograde in Cancer is the advocate. Are we anxious because we haven't advocated for ourselves? We haven't stood up for ourselves. You got to stand up to this bully, even if it's ourselves. Okay. We got to stand up to that internal and external bullies. But I feel like, I mean, duh, Pisces, the high priestess of the sea, the whale, trust the mystery. We're not going to know at all times where that end point is. The fool leaps without knowing what's going to happen. You just have to trust and have faith that it's better than where you've been. Okay. Trust that it's better than where you've been. Okay, guys, on the bottom of the deck, trust that it's better than where you've been. Really? High priestess herself here, Archangel Uriel energy. She is holding the book of esoteric knowledge. I mean, and Archangel Michael's, if this is a person for you, they're trying to bring you in a soulmate. You've been manifesting happy family energy. Help the universe clear the space, clear energies that don't belong to you, clear communication to ourselves that is not kind and generous, so that he can bring in and bring us that soulmate energy of what is meant for us, a person, a job, an opportunity. Fill in the blanks. It's y'all's wishing well. Your thoughts are literally the coin that you put into your wishing well every single day. We got to catch ourselves in those patterns of thought. Okay. Hi, Held Heart Space. Hi, Chillin' Charlie. Thank you guys. Hey, Miss Monique. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sounds like what happened at your job today. Really, Venus? Oh, my Lanta. You poor thing. You poor thing. Know that where you're going is mo better. Okay. Mo better. Let's see what's going on here in the energy. Oh my gosh, there's the King of Swords. Here it was talking about Pluto of transformation. Okay, we don't want it to feel forced. If you decide to do it on your own, that feels much less hostile. That if we choose where we're going, if we choose to make that ending and walk away from it, then it has much more surprise, much more passion. There is victory there, guys. It's just a matter of altering that lens, not letting that stinking thinking here, over analyzing some kind of a situation. You already know. You already know. King of Truth There's his transformative coat there with his butterflies on his coat. When he understands his truth, that there's nothing stopping him. Okay. So bottom of the deck, environmental energy. If that is an emotional lunatic or a situation where like this is not good, you know it, you feel it. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is not good. I don't like how my heart feels here. Point blank, period. Then you can't see the Ace of Cups. And I mentioned that this looks like a cup here. You can't see the Ace of Cups that Spirit is trying to bring you. Archangel Michael's trying to line this up. You got to co-create here and be of help. There's Virgo's victory energy, victory after a long battle here. Maybe it took quite a while to allow this truth of why our heart's not happy to come in. Underneath the Six of Wands, yep, about a relationship again, soulmate journey, Archangel. This is attached to this esoteric knowledge. This was in some kind of commitment, one-to-one partnership. Underneath that, Tower, oh my gosh, Tower energy and Moon energy. Hello. We just talked about the Moon 18, this anxiety. When we are unclear which way to go, are we petting our own loyalty to self and what makes our heart feel good? Or are we allowing that fear to take over and tell us we're stuck? That's going to be up to you. That is just on the surface energy, and picked up this whole darn story in 6 cards. Wow. On the split, 5 of Swords. Yeah, that's manipulation, guys. That is gaslighting 101, especially combined together. But this has happened before. This isn't any new information. It used to maybe tie you up. Maybe you're in that position of Aries being that fiery Venus. They're ready to go. They were ready to go yesterday. And by the end of our story, by you following your own heart and following that lead, follow that light, use that crystal ball, tying into the end of our story of the moon. We don't know. We have to just trust. Okay. Let's get a few more shuffles in here and add into our story. I feel like that's just confirming my emotional lunatic. Page of Swords knows nothing about love. He doesn't know much about anything. He's the youngest page. He's the researcher. He's just starting his learning journey. And in reverse, that's somebody up to no good. That's especially here in this water energy parts of your chart, Mars retrograde. Why am I allowing this childish energy, this emotionally neglectful, this emotional immaturity? When if I walk away, all this goodness, not just love, but financial abundance. Okay, we need to kick this once and for all. Spirit's making sure I reiterate that. Okay, crossed by a 3 of Pentacles. This is someone already in your 3D reality. Maybe it was a new start. Hey, here's this hammer. We can really work on this. Okay, and then down here we see some twins, and it's like this person could have split personality. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or one day one thing, the next day another thing. And, I'm in happy family. And then all of a sudden I'm in anxiety and confused. And no, that emotional maturity is stability, consistency. Are we getting that? Look, me, you. Are you getting that? I love you and I want the best for you. The only thing scarier than starting something new is one more day of this bullshit. That's what I'm telling you here. And that's the only part of the chart, guys. Let it go. You got your wishing well to get to. All right, let's come through for some clarification here. Take me to the wishing well. Do you guys know the Trent D'Arby song? I know. It's let's see, released in the UK on June 8th of 1987, but not in the US until January of 1988. We're always slow behind. When I lived in New Zealand, they always got music before everybody, all my friends back in the States did. And it was annoying because I had to wait for them to hear the song until it made its way to the States. So let's see, let's get some clarification here, adding another layer into our story. Walking away, Aries, and look at that book ending a happy family situation. Now, 10 of Cups, guys, can be everything isn't always as it seems. Okay. That can be just, I wish it was this way, or if we're walking away from an outdated belief or routine, or the way in which we were operating within our family, maybe the way we ran our family. Here's confirmation here that this is a dynamic that when comes to completion, that resets to an ace. And we saw that Ace of Cups trying to be offered there, and something dissatisfying with that Four of Cups. Now, there's two children playing in the yard who look very, very similar to age, maybe even more twin energy there. Okay, so maybe walking away from the idea of perfection. Okay, no family is perfect. No person is perfect. And I'd love to hear that you're walking away and you're letting go of the way things should be, or the standard that you're holding so high for ourselves that it's impossible to ever be happy and see that rainbow, even if we have it, right? We've got to set down this stinking thinking, this over analyzing. We already know. Okay. We already know. We just don't want to hear it. Oh my gosh. Ace of Swords that I talked about over here, this aha moment. You already know it. So what I just said, exactly it. This isn't any new information you're waiting on. You already know this. Okay. You already know it. You are not tied up. That is in your mind. Okay. Let's see here. Six of Cups, all tied up. Someone from our past coming into our present to affect our future. There's a little looky-loo over here, and we do have this Three of Pentacles energy. We saw Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is somebody that you already know. This is somebody that you already know, and you're like, but Ange, they said they were really sorry, and that they're going to do better. Do you have evidence of where they've done better before? I'll wait. I know how this works. Been there, done that. This whole cycle that we're experiencing now, 2021, fall of 2021, summer to fall of 2021, if that resonates for anybody, which was a 5-year of change. Look for the evidence first, not the words. Okay. There's nothing more to think about here. We already know. We have been warned. We done been warned. What you got manifesting in your wishing well is not this. It ain't that. Where you're walking towards, the first thing I said before anything else was on the table, where you're walking towards, follow that sacral chakra, or excuse me, your solar plexus chakra in your sacral chakra, because that's passion, not fear. But fear can overwhelm the solar plexus chakra because it's underneath it. Wherever we have a skipping record on our spine, right? Our records are our chakras. The one at the bottom, wherever one is blocked, it affects all the other chakras moving up. That's why fear blocks our intuition. Okay. You already know what would rather have. And I said over here, this has already been happening. This storms have been brewing. You've already wished for something more and it's ready for you. But remember that we have to be in the vibration of the energy of what it is that we are manifesting, that we want to receive. What coins are you putting in your wishing well every single day? That would be your thoughts. That would be the people affecting your fishbowl of energy. Okay. They alchemize with you for good or bad. Is this situation adding to and amplifying your energy and helping your vibration raise? Or is it, is it Mr. or Ms. Pia, pain in the asterisk, that's constantly hostile? That is exhausting, trying to transmute that energy, and you got to still deal with all your own stuff. And now we've got to deal with this adult person that acts like a flippin' child. They are not equipped. They're just not. And I'm sorry. It sucks. It does. It doesn't mean forever. It means you step back and take care of you, even if it takes them 2 years. Then you have 2 years of data to show, hey, I've been working on this. Whatever this is, this person has not been working on this. This boss is not going to change their tune. I'm getting a buzz in my right ear this time. They were in my left ear this morning on the live. This person has not done anything except learned how to wield their words because they worked before. You're going to hear the same words. Okay, whatever this story is. And guys, I want to read rainbows and unicorns here. I do. We've got to let this go. There's a lot of the collective that keeps it's more convenient to believe them. I know. I know. I know. And it sucks. You already know what this is. You've already started manifesting better. Now you got to hold yourself accountable to get your energy clear and get away from this, because it's certainly not helping. Okay. We got all this beautiful energy, and this is the only wrench in the works. And it starts with how we're thinking. Okay. Next in line here with this community energy. Oh my gosh. There's the dove of peace again. Door to spirit. Connection with our own higher self only comes when we're filling our own cup. And maybe we do that in a community yoga class. Maybe you've done yoga with me at night on Mondays with the yoga class on the spiritual view. Okay. That's the only thing that battles this away, because once your cup is full, you don't need empty promises. You got your own wishing well, but of things that are actually going to come to fruition. There's plenty of evidence here where this has not, and it's tainting the entire well. Okay. It's tainting your well and slowing your roll. Didn't we talk about 10 of cups converting into an ace of cups when we walk away from this line of thinking? But what will people think if I walk away? Who cares? What do you think? What is best for you? What fills your heart's cup? What frees your energy so that you can take care of you and not a man or woman child that does not have the emotional capability to be in a one-to-one committed partnership? This is Archangel Michael's trying to bring you a good one. Okay, please trust that. There's something more here you need to do. Okay, let's look at victory. Boy, Virgo, we got victory after a long battle card. and the sun card energy. That comes after the moon. Clearing up your thoughts, cleaning out your self thought process. Okay. Changing how we think changes the words that we say, therefore changes the coins that we're putting in our wishing well. It works. It's time to have a radical act of self-honesty here. You're doing it already in your fire, earth parts of your chart. We're getting there. This energy today, the trine energy of that air trine, is absolutely helping create generously and communicate wisely. That's what we wrote down on our notes today, attached in the description box. What's changing here for Gemini as far as door to value? High Priestess. I value my time. I value that I took the time to fill my heart's cup, because now I'm so happy. I followed my joy, and I can now hear my higher self guide the way. There she holds this book of esoteric knowledge. Right underneath that, there's our 11 of the trine energy I'm talking about today at 11 degrees. The cornucopia awaits. The cornucopia awaits. All right, let's see what this hostile energy is. Someone that really all they have to offer is a magic stick. It ain't that great if they're hostile. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. There's no ace of wands that, I mean, remember also that it's a match, not a Zippo. How often does this happen? Is it enough to weigh out the storms that this situation brings to your life? Because it's weighing out your Ace of Cups. This is more sustainable. This brings peace. This is wishing for a castle in the sky that doesn't exist. Life is not perfect. It's messy. But if we're filling our own heart's cup and we are regulating our emotions, this person dysregulates our body. They dysregulate your emotions. They dysregulate your judgment. Whatever this situation is, guys, this is something deep. Scorpio is our 8th house of that deep dive. It's the house of secrets. And if this is a secret we've been keeping from ourselves because it's convenient to not have to face our fear of what life is like without this, it's a hell of a lot scarier staying one more day in this foolishness. Okay, set yourself free. I beg of you. I beg of you. It ain't worth that. Plus, you can buy that. There's plenty of newfangled ways to take care of yourself, if you get my drift. Okay. This person doesn't have the be all and end all service contract on that. Everybody gets old. Best know how to take care of our own needs. Okay. Let's look at Sagittarius part of our chart. There's no such thing as a perfect 10. 9s are rare. That's exceeding expectation. A B is meeting the expectation. In the very least, I have peace and harmony. I don't have to physically move myself into calmer waters. Constant anxiety and away from this tumultuousness, because life is already that way. If my expectations are, my needs are being met because I'm meeting them for myself. Therefore, that inner sense of peace within attracts more peace from the outside. Okay. Again, spirit is trying to help you here. They're trying to get you this information. Door to spirit. Okay. King of Wands here in this earth section of our chart. King of Wands, I see it. I want it. It's mine. Taking action, that fiery energy of Aries moving into Venus moving into Aries tonight. This is transformation. He's got little geckos. Okay. They are able to be transformed. And we've got double Leo energy happening in this earth area of victory. Our happiness, tapping into that fifth house of creativity, romance, and pleasure. The cups bring the pentacles and lots of other nice, juicy details and tidbits. Okay. Brings victory. Let's keep going with this air section of our chart, book ending the Six of Cups and surrounding the High Priestess. Yeah. We're overthinking this Five of Wands, jealousy, strife, competition. Okay, we've already experienced this. It is not tying us up. Again, I wouldn't be able to say that if I couldn't say that about myself. I've been there, done that. It's more convenient to allow ourselves to be convinced we're stuck. It's so much better on the other side of our own mental walls, guys. It really is. There needs to be some trust here in ourselves, okay? Because this person from the past, as predicted, as emotional lunatics or emotionally immature adults that haven't developed past a point of trauma of some sort, it's easily seen by the chaos that they cause, always having to be the winner, always the right fighter. Okay. They think they can outsmart you and trick you and tie you up. Well, they think that because they have in the past, but we got news for them, don't we? Your values are changing because you started pouring into yourself. Now you can hear your intuition whisper to you. This fear screams. They scream at you to distract you. They tell you you're wrong so that you will be tied up in your mind and think, well, what if they can five? What if they can change? You already have enough evidence. As a matter of fact, more than enough evidence to show you different. This value is trying to wedge itself between these two energies and be like, change your thoughts on this. You know your intuition. Do not believe it. There's no reason that you have no data with which to believe it. Okay. Let's look at this Pisces energy, the end of our story. Our anxiety goes away when our own heart is peaceful and full, when we take care of ourselves first. New energy, it clears space for the universe to bring in Queen of Cups, 18. Both Cancerian energies, book ending our Mars retrograding Cancer storm. This is internal, guys. Okay. It's internal. We have to look at what we actually do want because it's already in our vortex. It's already sitting there waiting. It's already sitting there waiting for you. And so are downloads. So it's so much more information when we get out of these mental bars. Okay. Woo! Let's see what's around you here. What's this wishing well? Oh, like wish fulfillment. That means leaving something cold behind. It means leaving behind the Nine of Swords, the rumination of the day, Eight of Swords, turning into the night energy. Let it go. Here's that new Knight of Cups. All these cups here trying to be given to you. But we have to clear space first. We can't have a foot in the old world and a foot in the future It doesn't work that way. There's nowhere for the universe to line up and bring these things to you. Okay, we've got to clear the space out. If that needs left in the cold, so be it. This is your missing puzzle piece here. Temperance, our energy of today. I drew a puzzle piece with the peace sign in it. We've got 2 doves of peace here today. It starts in you. It starts in our hearts. Successful completion of a cycle of no longer fearing that I'm going to regret this. This is old. That's the what that energy convinces you of because it's worked in the past. Lovers, Chariot, the most least learned page, no business even offering any kind of love because they don't love themselves, to the most learned page. This is a physical, tangible offer. Fast energy when we align head and heart. And that gives us new choices to make. And I love her booty on this picture. She has a little heart there in her low back, right above her sacral chakra. That bone, go ahead and feel back there. It is a triangle pointing down. That is your sacrum. Either side of that, we get all tied up. That's where our fears are stored in our orange record spinning around our spine. Look at all this abundance waiting for you when you don't allow yourself to be fooled again. You know your truth. There's so much better waiting, and we saw that with the very first card out. Trust yourself, okay? Please trust yourself. Archangel Michael's trying to bring you in something so much better. This is minor arcana. What they're offering you is child's play. This is adult love, okay? This is equal reciprocity. This is what your soul has had coming to you all along, but you had to learn this lesson of, I love myself first, and I know that. Look at her looking to the sky, looking to spirit. I know this is coming. Now I can wait with my cup because I've done all the work to get here. I know it's coming for me, and it is. And so it is. And so it is. Let's get you guys an advice card. I hope those messages were helpful to you today. Please let me know. Thank you for double tapping the screen and getting that like button going. Make sure your subscriptions on that pull down menu, check every once in a while that you're notified when we go live so you can join in on the party. We don't want to be tardy for the parties. All right, guys, let's get some advice for you. Hang on. Oh, okay. They wanted me. Okay, I'll fine. I'll pause. We're going to do just one card of advice. If your person is Aries through Pisces or wherever in your chart, let's say, for example, in your 5th house, you have Taurus energy. So then you're going to take in account that advice from Taurus. Okay. 3, Aries through Pisces. The person on the exterior, this person who is from the past that is offering you a cup. What's up? And nope. Okay, we're ready. Aries, stand your ground. If you've decided to leave and you're like, this is not my idea of happy family or situation, whatever it is, stand your ground. You might need to stand your ground against an Aries. Okay, next, Taurus. It's all an act, and that was upside down, and we did have this sort of truth. So Taurus energies, if this person is a Taurus, it could be all an act and you've yet to have that Ace of Swords of truth, or this person is being honest with their truth, their perspective. What about for Gemini? Some people never change. They're going to tie you up again. Okay. Wherever Gemini is in your chart, whatever is happening there, you're torn between two different decisions. Some people never change. That's the same energy coming back through. We already said it. Okay, Cancer energy, what you manifest in here. In reverse, it's a karmic or a storm warning. Karmic lesson is complete. Okay, there's those butterflies of transformation, and that is South Node energy there coming through, which is in Virgo right now. Let's look at Leo. Unresolved issues. Okay, we must pour, that's our own, it feels like too. Unresolved issues. Either a Leo has unresolved issues with themselves, they're not pouring into their own cup. Okay, they have to do their healing here. And on the next on the top here for our Virgo energies, there's the ship. Inconsistencies. Okay, we've got to stay consistent with what our happiness means to us, and our own personal happiness and truth. And there's a Neptune flag. I've never noticed that before. There's a Neptune flag on the top of that ship, Pisces energies. If anything's making you feel anxious, anything inconsistent in the story, watch out for that, because the truth is not inconsistent. High Priestess and door to value for Libra. It's never over with a pendulum. That air energy, Libra and Gemini too, can kind of swing back and forth. And maybe you already know that. You know in your truth that this is a Libra person. They think that it's never over. They can just do the same things to trip you up. Hey, Ed, thank you for coming. I was wondering why the chat was so quiet too. Great. A new brand on the, oh no. Why is the chat so, oh, because Ed wasn't here. I love that. Why is the chat? Maybe it was going out, and then we do have the moon void, of course, all freaking day today, guys. I'm surprised. I wasn't even sure I was going to do a reading, because the moon was void, of course, all day until 10:33 tonight when the moon enters Taurus. But we've been void, of course, since 5:19 a.m. this morning. And that's kind of like a Mercury retrograde where stuff doesn't work. Let's look at this Scorpio energy. I was disillusioned. And that's could be disillusioned. Maybe this person stepped out, or they found hostility within some kind of a matchstick situation. What about for Sagittarius? That person's going through some triggers if they're a Sagittarius, trying to get themselves to calmer waters, perhaps. Destined soul ties here in the Capricorn position. Now we've got North Node Capricorn, South Node and Cancer. Those are literally sister signs. That is an axis. Okay. And as far as the soulmate cycle, if you're fans of Steve's Love Tarot, the soulmate cycle energy that we're still experiencing is Cancerian themed, and it is similar to the soulmate cycle from World War II, where people were separated due to war times. So destined soul ties here between this North and South node of Cancer and Capricorn. Okay. King of Wands, again, Leo, door to spirit, destined soul ties. Wow. Again, Archangel Michael's trying to bring this in. Let's make sure we're doing our work here. And next up, Aquarius. The feelings are mutual here. Let's see, jealousy, strife, and competition. If an Aquarius has some feelings for you, and that's causing jealousy, strife, and competition, either in their life and your life, okay, know that some people never change here, especially if this is an energy that ties us up, okay. Wow. And the last position of Pisces, detour. Okay. Anxiety is a sign that something ain't right. Okay. There's maybe this side of the story and that side of the story. And the full light of truth, is revealed on the next full moon, this new pathway, this new road. Okay. Now, can we get to our final message, Spirit? Have you really, out of 10 years, you've been single 9 years and 10 months? Okay, that's okay. If you know what, even if it's just something, if if we're enjoying the fellowship of the community, it's still a vibe raise, right, Venus? So it doesn't have to resonate every time. This could be, you never know, you might be handing this message off to someone else that crosses your path, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I got this, check out this reading, right? So you may just be an information carrier. So, but if you are here just to enjoy the fellowship and our laughs and our silliness, come on right along. That's what we're here for. Hey, Nova. And again, this doesn't have to be relationships, guys. This is anything that does not feel good to us or makes us get tied up and feel stuck. Okay. So use your birth chart to get the little pieces to construct your own personal message. It can be anything in the 3D. Let's get advice for my learning love crew. I enjoy my dog too. She's she definitely raises my vibration. She was so funny this morning after the show. Cerie's dog Luna jumped up and was getting all his love from her, or her getting her love from her. And I started talking to her in doggy talk, like Luna. And Lola pops her head up from where she's napping. And her mouth must have been dry because her lip was like stuck up in her teeth, and she's like looking up like, who are you talking to? Who you cheating on me with, Mom? What dog are you talking to in my voice? That voice is just for me. Let's go. There we go. Oh my gosh, this came, Suri pulled this card today. Deep dive. Diving into a task. Wow. That is a 10 card. Talk about 10 years. Diving deep into a task. There's also a jellyfish there, which is part of another deck on the Four of Wands card. And the Five of Completion, whatever this jealousy, strife, and competition, whatever this energy was that did not feel good, whatever we're walking away from, wherever that is in our life. Again, we started off with this could just simply be the way we think about ourselves. Okay, we are changing that to go, you know what? Every time I think a negative thought about myself, I'm going to immediately close the door on that thought, and we're going to reroute and start retraining our brains to think in a different way, because I understand that every thought is putting a pentacle coin into my wishing well. Okay. Diving into a task. Wow, that's a deep diver. That's that 8th house, that Scorpio energy that we were talking about there. And this is a closing door of completion, the 21 card. You've got the energy here to help you with this change. Okay, guys? Wow. Surrounding you. Yeah, we had that come out last week. Right use of power. You're too smart for this manipulation anymore. Whether you've been Five of Swordsing yourself, telling yourself you're not blank enough, filling whatever that is, we've all done it. takes a long time to change that thought process because we don't even know we're doing it most of the time, right? Even so, diving into that, our own heart, filling our own heart's cup, just period, opens the door to abundance in so many more ways. It changes the wheel of fate with that 10 energy. It changes so many things for the good by leaving that behind. Okay, you can be taking away our own power just about how we think. Okay. Woo, that message is strong today. All right, guys. I know they are the best, aren't they? Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Yes, she looked like an old lady that forgot to put her dentures in that just woke up from a nap. It was all stuck up there. She's like, "Who are you? What dog are you talking to?" That's my voice. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's message. I certainly enjoy you being here. Again, thank you for double tapping and liking the video. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your shares. And of course, you being a loyal subscriber. I love you very much. And I will talk at you sooner rather than later. But much love from my heart to yours. And bye bye for now.